Hello, hello, and happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well. I don't know how many of you are feeling a little overwhelmed, but I sure am. I don't want you to come here and feel like I came here to not pay attention to what's going on. And I know you did. And that's why I'm here, and I'm glad that I'm here. But I did post on my blog today what my intention is going forward. I just feel a little weird doing these as a promotional visit or any of those things. Hey, Susan. I feel like I woke up this morning and the world is a different place, and I shouldn't be dramatic, and it didn't just happen today. It's been coming. But we have decided just a short bit about what COVID-19 is doing to my daily life, and I'm sure all of you have stories, and I'd love to share them. I feel like we might feel better if we talk about them. But anyway, we 2 weeks ago returned from a cruise before we thought anything was horrible. We apparently made it just in time. We had a wonderful time. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's fine. Phew. But last week, my mom, who turned 88 on the cruise, was having trouble breathing and not really a cold, just not feeling herself. She has a wonderful primary care who said, you know what, we're not going to mess with this. I want you to have a test. We went to our state was fortunate to be one of the first ones. I'm in Vermont, that had a drive-up test. The lab called me and said, okay, come at 10 after 3. We followed the directions and went to the location on the hospital, and she had her test. They said probably 5 to 6 days before we would hear, so we came home and we started to make plans, saying, okay, this is too risky. We need to lock things down. Of course, as all of you know, things have transpired really, really quickly. Fortunately, her primary care called us on Saturday and her test is negative. So now my job is to keep her that way. So we have made some pretty significant changes. I'm not leaving my house other than to go to her house, which is just down the road. I have stocked the house with food for a couple of weeks unless I eat like I did today, and then it'll probably last till Thursday. You're going to watch me get bigger on the screen throughout this. But anywho, those of you that know me know that Mom lives in an apartment attached to Sarah and Bob, my daughter and son-in-law, and their my two grandchildren. Sarah's job is she's going to be teaching from home. She's a nurse educator, and they are going to completely online education. And Bob is a chef, which many of you have experienced, and his restaurant is closed, so he's home for 2 weeks. The kids are now home for 2 weeks, so we're all home. They did all kinds of really cool physical activities today. I did shampoo the carpets. It's only day 1, but yeah. I also decided that what we're going to do is I have a project for us that every day, I know this is a big deal. So if you don't have every day, if you are one of the ones that are still working to keep the rest of the world running, bless you and thank you. If you, like me, are home, then you are looking for something to do. We are going to go into our stash. Everyone is well at my house, and you're right, Deborah. I hope everyone is well, and please share if you're struggling with anything that we can help you with. So we're going to let's make cards and let's send cards. Over the weekend, it was mandated that visitors are no longer allowed into skilled nursing facilities, nursing homes, extended living care, any of those places. So there are a lot of now seniors who might be really lonely. So find a place in your area that you can send some cards to. I know there's some ladies in my church that they live at home, but they're probably living at home right now, and they might like to get a card. So I'm doing this with you tonight, and then tomorrow we're doing some with Grace and Lucy. And I want to see what you're doing. Post them. Tell me where you sent them. If you look in the classroom, which remember if you're new here, the classroom is go to karamiller.com and click on classroom, and you will find the free one. And the free one looks like it's got the picture of the girls in the red layout. Enroll in that, it's free. And you will see, I'm reading all of your comments and I am so impressed with you. Wonderful ladies. We really appreciate you, and we are incredibly grateful for you taking care of all the people that you're taking care of. This is going to be a challenge for all of us, and I'm hoping that by doing some fun things together here, and I promise I won't be dramatic every time, we'll get through this. So I gave you, if you look in that classroom, my basic card file, because if you're going to be doing a lot of these, you want to be able to do something that you can get done, pop it in the mail, and get it out every day. Deborah, me too. Deborah said she feels bad for those that can't see their families. I've seen so many photos on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram of family members sitting outside talking to their loved one on the phone, waving in the window. All of those things just, ugh. We're not talking about them anymore because I just got over, I'm not crying now. Anywho, I'm incredibly emotional. I cry at Hallmark commercials, so yeah, I'm not good at that. But we are going to make some cards. We're going to make 2 tonight. Yeah, Carla, certain states are hit worse. I am fortunate that Vermont isn't bad at the moment. We started out with 2 and we're now at 12, but I know other states are really getting hit hard. We have, all of our schools are closed, everything's closed, and I'm pretty sure it will be nationwide very soon, and I think that's probably the way to go. So it just makes it hard for us, and it's just the unknown. It really is the unknown that's so unsettling for all of us. So I'm hopeful that we still have this. And I'm happy to set up Zooms where we can meet and talk too. So be sure to let me know. As the week goes on, we'll get more and more things. Drop me a note. Send me something that you'd like to do. I'm happy to do them. I'm here. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we are going to make these 2 cards. Now, I told you that I'm not going to say you need this, you need this, you need this. You don't. I'm going to show you what I'm using, but you are happy to use anything that you have. I so appreciate that you shop with me when you do, but I completely understand that if right now your shopping dollars are going to groceries or just in your pocket until you know. Oh, Bonnie, I will read them. Bonnie can't see the comments. Sometimes it's the way it's twisted. If you're on an iPad, you might have to turn it the other way. If you're looking at it this way, try turning your iPad the other way. Oh, Jeannie, you have your hands full. Jeannie is now Grandma Daily Daycare. Marion's, I did see the casinos were still open, but some were closing, right? I don't know. If you are at all involved in the healthcare field, then you know how scary the healthcare workers are right now, and that's where the fear is, that we can't keep up with this. So anywho, we can keep up with this. And if you notice the pictures that I posted on all the Facebook, on all my groups, it mentions cookies. So eat cookies too. I think we're going to make chocolate chip cookies tomorrow. I haven't figured that all out, but when we started talking about this over the weekend, my mom said, oh, well, you need to get your bread machine out, and you need to get bread and milk and flour and sugar and Spam. And I'm thinking, no, I don't have to do that, Mom. Please, no. Please don't make me eat Spam. Wanda, I just got it set up, and we'll do more with Joy tomorrow. Those of you that saw my video earlier, my Joy arrived today. It's right over here. It's the cutest little thing, right? So I've got some files that I've made just for Joy, and we'll be working on those too later in the week. I have to practice a little bit more. I just got it set up tonight. All right, first things first. You are going to start with a piece of Daffodil Delight, or whatever color you're using, And you're going to go the long way. So it's 4¼ by 11. And you're going to score it at 5½. All right? See? I know. Chocolate heals all wounds. And then this, oh my gosh, what is this paper called? Someone's going to tell me because I'm terrible at what it's called. It's paper that's available just this month. So only till the end of March. It's my favorite colors. It's something punch. Paper punch designs? Someone tell me I'm wrong. Susan, you'll tell me if I'm not right. But it's great. And I talked about this earlier over the weekend too. This lines up with our umbrella and the umbrella punch. It lines up with the flower punch, the heart punch, and the tulip punch. And it's just so good. All right? So anyway, that's the paper that I'm using. Oh, you guys are making me hungry. It sounds awesome. So on the back side of the flowers is this great stripe. And I have a piece already cut somewhere. That's what I get for being organized. I may have to cut it again because I don't know what to do with it. Oh, it's right here. This is a really easy card. It's just going to go down with your snail. And as I told you over the weekend, many of the dies that Stampin' Up! Offers are not available because they come from China. Now things are getting better in China, but the factories have been closed for a while, so the supply is just not as good as it was. Because I am using this, I'm going to flip it over, and I've got the flowers on the back. And I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip. And there is no magic to how long it is. I'm just going to use this scrap of paper that I have left, and it's going to be fine. Well, we may have to trim it down. We're going to cut it, and we'll see what we do. It's actually 4½. And I'm going to use my triple banner punch. And slide that in. And then let's see. Yeah, it's a little too long. I got to trim a little bit off of that. So I'm going to want this to be about 3 3/4 length. Like so, right? And we're going to snail that down. So this is something that could go in the mail. Please just punch. Thank you, Rosemary. I knew it was something to do with punch. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm also using this die set, which I've been using a bunch. It's the So Sentimental bundle. It's got just really great sayings, and it's got great dies. And it is one that is still available. So we are using this one, the I Can't Thank You Enough, and we're using the itty bitty one for the other card. Where is that? I don't know where that stamp is. We may have to use something else. That's okay, we can do that. And there's that. All right. So we've got some Whisper White here. And we don't. That's our envelope. Because remember, we need envelopes too if we're going to do this and get these in the mail. Oh, I also put, if for some reason you don't want to go out or going to the post office seems risky, please don't go. You can actually order stamps. I put the link in our classroom, and you can order them from the post office, and they will send them right to you. So no worries. And then you can just put it in your mailbox, and your mailman will pick it up. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to see anybody or touch anybody. No germs are passed. And we are all about that. I'm using Pool Party. I'm going to make sure that I have enough room. I'm going to go this way on the side. And then put this on. Remember my little labels that I talk about all the time? P.S. All these things that I do can all be ordered from Amazon. I do not have to go anywhere. On Saturday, I wanted so badly to have some other things to go with my Cricut Joy that's sitting over here looking at me and smiling. I'll bring it over so you can see it. For the little Joy. You can, Mary Lou? Oh, my man, yeah, he will, if I say his name. Mailman. If I put my little flag up, do you have a flag? Then I guess that will be your daily walk to the mailbox. I'm sorry, I thought that'd be easy. I guess rural Vermont lets you do those things. My post office, I have an itty bitty little post office. It's only the lady that works there. So I probably could go drop it off there too. And it is about 6 houses down the road from me. Super handy. And if I don't keep mailing my stuff, they'll go out of business if I don't keep mailing my things. That was the other thing. I told you I wasn't going to talk sad things, but I keep thinking about, well, what about all these businesses? I need to help. I need to keep supporting them. We need these businesses to keep going. I tend to take on the weight of the world and try to solve everybody. Kodak does that too. Awesome. I actually use stamps.com here, and I have a little machine and I print the, yeah. That's what we do, Kathy. Just put the little flag up and then the mailman will pick it up. Okay, so I can't thank you enough. It's going to go there. And then I'm going to take, this is the punch. You get this punch for Celebration. It's free with a $100 order. It's a cute little flower punch. And I used my Petal Pink, but you could use any scrap cardstock. It does not fit the flowers, which I thought it did. Patricia, isn't it, you know, my daughter's always telling me that she struggles because it does fit the flowers. I'm sorry. I thought it fit those flowers. Right there. Or a scrap of cardstock. There's your flower. My daughter tells me that she's always worrying about other people, and I said, I'm sorry, you get that from me. So I want to try and support our local businesses as much as possible. My nephew has a relatively new, he's a brewmaster in Virginia, and a relatively new brewery, and they just opened a second one. So they've decided to do cans. And they built a website this weekend, and they are having drive up. So you place your order, you drive up and pick it up, and you take it home. You can't drink it in the car. But they're hoping that that will keep them in business, which I thought was rather innovative. I was impressed. So if you're in the Richmond area, Triple Crossing has cans to go. Right, Patricia? Yeah. Yes, Kathy, this is the last month for Celebration. So there's that one. And just a little note inside. Just a little note. It doesn't have to be much. Make sure that you decorate your envelope. And you can do that with, you could stamp on the outside. You could add an extra flower. Lots of different options to put on the outside. And then we're just going to pop that in. And that's ready to go in the mail tomorrow. So I have 2. Now I need 2 more. So this is the other one. And this is using that same set. Somewhere is for you. It's on a block already, so we'll find it. And then the hearts are punched using the heart punch, not the ruffle one, the smooth one. Remember that was a bundle with the 2 different hearts? It's the smooth one. This is the other one. You could do that one too, actually. And then on the back of one of the papers, you will find the hearts. Is it the green one? It's this one. They're so pretty. I love the watercolor, and I love this side, right? I should have ordered a bunch of this paper because I really, really like it. So I just picked 4. I have 2 already. And we're just going to slide this up, line her up. It's so simple. Now, if you don't have this paper, but you have this punch, you could punch these out of any pattern paper or any cardstock. And then I needed a piece of Whisper White and our card base. This card base was 8.5 by 11. It's petal pink, and I cut it in half the other way. So this gives us a 2, the horizontal and the vertical cards. The measurements are on your simple sketch that's in the classroom, so you don't have to remember it. But it's 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm scoring at 4 1/4. Again, super simple. And then this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. Gonna go right on there. And I should know these names, and I don't. It's Swirls and something. Embossing folder. And this is one of the 3D ones. It's got, can you see this line right at the bottom? To help me line up where my paper goes. So position that and then close it up. Make sure that you're still on the line. And then you're going to want to use, if you are using the regular platform of your Big Shot, you're going to want the blue plate. If you don't have that sandwich, you might have to shim it a little. And that's all you use, is just the blue one and then the platform, the normal one, not the magnetic one. And then, this is so pretty, right? Love that. Okay, and that is going to go right on here with some snail just on the front, but it looks like, you know, super difficult because it's embossed. Here we go. And then you just kind of assort your hearts. Sort your hearts and start across. You could use dimensionals if you wanted, or just snail. We have a friend, her husband is actually my son's lieutenant, and she's just the sweetest lady in the universe, and she cleans my mom's house for me because my mom doesn't like me to do it. So Claire does it. And she has a cleaning business. It's not like I just grabbed a stranger off the street and said, come clean my mom's house. She has a cleaning service. But we decided that we're not going to have her do it right now because we're just trying to keep all germs out of mom's house. And she has a brother who's handicapped that she takes care of that lives with them. And he broke his hip last week, so now he's in an extended care facility, which was difficult enough. He's nonverbal. But she can't go see him, and she's been his caregiver. She's his sister, but has been his caregiver forever. So the counselors today were drawing pictures with him so that she could see them and they could talk together. But the goal is to get Billy home. So I was thinking maybe Claire needs a card. Maybe not Billy, but Claire needs one. So even though I just made a bow while I was yapping about that story. I'm sorry. I am using the crinkle seam binding, and I just tied it like I would a sneaker knot, 2 bunny ears. Does anyone else have the driest hands in the world? Me and hand sanitizer are just wreaking havoc on my skin. It's alright, I'm still healthy. Lots of hand sanitizer. And then you just pull these until you get these little bunny ears the way you want them. Isn't it pretty? I love it. Okay. And then you just snip off the ends to get the way you want, to get it the length that you want. These scissors are really not made for itty bitty tiny ribbon. And then you're going to grab yourself a glue dot, a little mini glue dot. Tuck that right on the back. Right? Now, if you can't find your stamp, like someone I know, let's see what we have. It says for you, and I love it because it's super little. But let's do, I'm going to grab, so this is what I'm telling you. If you don't happen to have that stamp set, go over to the side and grab something else. I have the itty bitty greetings, and those are always useful. If I could find them. Ooh, let's grab Rise and Shine. This will have something cool. Right? I put hand cream on the other day. Let's do, let's hang out soon. We're going to be optimistic. This is the Rise and Shine with the coffee mugs and the reversible ones. Oh, nice. My daughter-in-law does all kinds of scrubs and lotions and potions. I should probably go see what I have. Tends to be too greasy to use in here because it leaves oil marks on my paper, but all right, so I have to pick a different one because this one is clearly longer. Coconut oil, I think. No, I don't want to use that one. I don't like those. For you was real simple. I could just find that stamp. I thought I cleaned all my stamps today, but clearly not that one. Okay, we'll be fine. So what we're going to do, it doesn't fit any of those nice little things that I wanted, so I'm just going to trim it myself. Erin is my daughter-in-law. She makes a lot of like arthritis creams and stuff for the kids. She does suntan, sunblock. Ooh. Your daughter uses doTERRA. Nice. Always impresses me. Erin's house always smells great. So let's hang out soon is my sentiment that I'm going to use. Right? I know. Nope. Might be on my Big Shot though. You're probably right. I'll have to go on a search. All right. So what I'm going to do is right there. And I'm going to trim it down a little bit this way. And then I'm going to snip. Because I want to be able to make cards really quickly and get them going. I don't want to be super crazy fussy or detail-y. I want the card is important. There's something... a quote that I've read a bunch of times that says, done is better than perfect. And that's my mantra with these because I want these in the mail tomorrow. So I'm also going to trim this down a little bit on this side. it's not really in the middle. You know me, I won't sleep tonight if it's crooked. Oh, you know what would work? My itty bitty trimmer. Oh, one more thing. Let me just grab it, and then if I can, if it's right here. If it's not, well, we won't. We'll use that trimmer. But the one that you get for signing up this month is so cute. I haven't used it that much, though. No, it's not here. I wasn't planning to use it, so I don't know where it is. No worries. This will work. But that little trimmer would work good. There. Lovely. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back, and we are good to go. So anyway, please let me know how you're doing. Let's keep a tally of how many we send, and if it doesn't make us feel better, I need to feel better. I need to feel more positive. Good. And that's going to go right there. Oh, it's cute. All right. So as I posted in the blog, I have a whole bunch of SVGs that I'm working on for you so that you can do some scrapbooking too. This is a time for us to pull on our craftiness. I feel like that will, I certainly feel better when I'm crafting, and I think we need to do that. So as this time wears on, and I think it's going to rain here tomorrow, so I need to do something inside, I'm going to be working on some more cards, and I will share them with all of you. So thank you so much for coming tonight. You made me feel better, and I hope I made you forget a little bit about all the things that you might need to do tomorrow. So have a wonderful night. I will see you again. I will definitely see you on Thursday, but I promise I'll pop in and out. Because, you know, I'm home. And my Facebook is right here. So I may just show up at any given moment. Awesome. Have a great night, you guys. Bye.